What's up, YouTube? It's Aiden, and it's been a crazy couple weeks in the Commander community. The bans were a big announcement. I know lots of people had very strong opinions on them. I wasn't gonna make a video talking about the bans. I personally don't enjoy brewing at the power level where any of those cards saw play, and it didn't affect me at all. But the second week and the announcement that Wizards is taking over the rules committee, that one hit me pretty hard. And so I wanted to come on here and just kind of break down my thoughts and feelings about this whole situation. Um, because this is really sad in my opinion. Commander was special because it was our format, you know? It wasn't run by Wizards. We could do whatever we want with it. And of course, Rule Zero still exists. People in their own playgroups can decide to do what they want, but this is certainly a tone shift for the game. And it's really disappointing that our community wasn't able to handle the bannings with grace. And initially, I was gonna come on here and start talking some shit and be like, oh, boo-hoo, your cards got banned. But I don't think that's really healthy. And I want to focus this conversation around empathy. I do feel bad for all the people that lost money due to these bannings, especially LGSs around the country and the world. Small businesses taking a hit to their inventory like that can break a business sometimes, like that's no joke. That's people's livelihoods that we're talking about. And so I want to just start off by saying that I feel for you. I feel for you if you lost money on this with these bans, and I feel for you if it affects your business. And I feel for you if you just also really enjoy using those cards and they aren't available to play with anymore outside of having that conversation where you have to say, hey, is it cool if I play with these banned cards? And, you know, certainly there are healthy ways to show that you disagree with something. And I encourage that, right? Like the point of Commander is that this was our format and we can do what we want with it. And so if something in the format happens and you disagree with it, then you should have the space and be able to talk about how that makes you feel and if you disagree with the decisions or not that the rules committee makes. But there's a point where it goes too far. And we clearly saw that with the following week after the ban announcement. If you're someone who, when a card gets banned in a game that you play, you resort to death threats or doxing of community members, fellow Commander players whose only goal was to make this format as fun as possible for the people that play it around the globe, then you should quit Magic. And I'm not speaking in hyperbole at this at all. If you can't regulate your emotions enough and you go to those extremes of threatening violence against another person because of a card game, you should actually just sell all of your cards and never play this game again. If that's the kind of reaction you have to news like this, you clearly are not equipped to be able to handle the things that happen in games like this. That is just absolutely despicable. It's sad, and I'm so sorry to all of the rules committee members who had to endure that. Now, moving forward, Wizards has taken control of Commander. And like many in the community, I am skeptical that this will be for the best for Commander in the long term. I want to believe that Wizards will, do their best to have the game, be fun, of course, because they need it to be fun for people to keep playing it. But I also have seen what Wizards has done to other formats, and I've seen how Wizards treats expensive cards. You know, we all know about Jeweled Lotus. Gavin Verhey admitted it was a design mistake, and yet they still continue to print it, even in most recent sets. And yeah, Gavin is an amazing game designer, and I have faith in him, but I do not have faith in corporations. I am confident that there will be situations in the future where money and stock prices will take precedent over the health of this format. And that's something that is scary to me. I feel very blessed that I have my own play group where we just get together and we play. I'm not someone who frequents an LGS, although I may start doing that again to kind of see what it's like these days. But yeah, it's really sad. Like, it's really sad. And I want to just say thank you to all the rules committee members who over the years have just, put so much effort and love and time into this kind of insurmountable task. And I do not blame them at all for stepping down. Now, do I think they could have handled doing the bannings better? Probably. They could have rolled them out slower or any number of other things in order to, you know, weaken the blow that people took. But I still think like the fact that this community couldn't preserve the fact that we had these people looking out for us. These people whose literally their only priority was making sure that Commander was fun for everyone and keeping the spirit of the game alive. It's just it's hard to deal with. It's very disappointing. I'm very disappointed in the Commander community right now. I'm sure Commander's gonna be around for hopefully forever, you know? It's a great game. There's a reason why it became Magic's most popular format. It's just a really good time getting together with friends, building community, like all of these amazing things that come with Commander. It's sad that we lost sight of that in this moment. I don't know if maybe people who were, you know, saying those terrible things or threatening violence or anything like that. I don't know if they maybe didn't understand who the rules committee are. Like, didn't understand that they're not a part of Wizards, they're not a company. They are just fellow members of our community. And the fact that we couldn't protect them and we couldn't understand and come towards that situation with empathy is extremely disappointing. This is definitely a big inflection point for the Commander format. Like, we lost something that made it really special. And I don't want to be dramatic about it, but it is a big deal. And I think it's a bigger deal than people really realize. I've been playing this game for a long time, you know? I've been playing Magic since before Commander was a thing at all. But ever since Commander did become a thing, it was me and my friend's favorite format to play. We very quickly moved towards pretty much playing exclusively Commander because of how unique it is and because of the friendship and community and the multiplayer aspect. Commander immediately became our favorite format. You know, we would there would be like 8 of us sitting around just on the floor in my friend's like basement, and we would just, play literally 8-man games of Commander. Sure, we could have split off into 2 groups of 4, but we just all wanted to play together, and Commander let us do that. And we would be up until like 6 a.m. just playing, like, because that's how we had fun together. And the fact that it was fan made was really cool, It was just somehow like all the other formats Wizards designed, right? They're designed for people to play, and there aren't really any other formats that are nearly as successful, like fan made formats. Like, that's such a rare thing to happen in games like these, where the fan made format becomes the most popular format to play, not the one that's designed for and like the game is made for. That's so crazy to me that we were able to do that. And it's really beautiful. And yeah, I mean, it's still the same game, still the same rules for now. And I'm still gonna have fun playing Commander. Me and my friends aren't gonna stop, even if Wizards print some bullshit in the future, we'll just choose not to play it, and nothing will change for us probably. But for the community at large, I think this is a big deal. What do you think, Coda? Do you think Commander's gonna change forever? So that's what I wanted to say. I just wanted to make sure my thoughts were out there and once again say thank you to the Rules Committee and all that they have given this format, and also say I'm sorry on behalf of the Commander community. And then, if you are someone who felt it was reasonable to act in that despicable way, check yourself. Seriously, because it's not. I know I don't have a very big audience on this platform yet, and I'm a pretty small part of the Commander community, but I still think it's really important that we all kind of reflect on this moment. And so I just want to say thank you to all of you as well for being a part of my Commander community, and I'll see you guys next time. Huh. Wizards made a new announcement. Let's see what this is about.